Picking up right where we left off yesterday. As I mentioned towards the end of the video, I said I had the new power steering line being overnighted to us, and look what we got here. Came here to a package from Exotic Auto Recycling. Huge shout out to them. They have made my job of rebuilding this car so much easier. Probably wouldn't be this far along the build if we didn't have their help. So this should just be that one hard line, which that is exactly what we got. I believe that's everything, because we can reuse the hardware and banjo bolt that's already in the car. First thing we're gonna do is loosen this 20 banjo bolt. We're gonna crack a little bit. I have this little cup to hopefully catch all the power steering fluid. Hopefully it doesn't exceed what we got here. Then once I have this completely off, we're gonna reach back all the way to the top of the pump back there, and we will release that, and then we can throw in the new line. I am the only one here today that is working on this, so camera angles might be a little bit limited, but I'm gonna do my best to kind of capture as much as possible. All right, that was pretty painless. We got one side off. Now let's go ahead and do the other while this kind of drains itself out. When we did this before, Calvin's one who did it. His hand is literally twice the size smaller than mine. I'm having a really difficult time doing this, so I physically just can't get my hand up there. But I have it cracked loose right now, and I'm just trying to get it loose with my finger. Just having a really difficult time getting this loose, and I've just kind of accepted that I'm gonna spill power steering everywhere. I almost have the bolt off here. Really practicing my hand dexterity here. I think that's the right word. I wish I could be showing you guys, but the banjo bolt is almost out. I have power steering all down my arm. Oh, come on, this bolt is so big. Oh, I can now feel it going in my glove. All right, well, I got the line off, but in doing so, I knocked over the fluids cup that was sitting up there, and I ended up hosing myself in power steering, and I lost the crush washers that were on the line. So I'm gonna find the crush washers, clean up this mess, and then we'll get to installing the new hard line. I was able to get the new line in. I tightened it to the best of my ability of the one that's deep in there. This one's absolutely tight. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is start the car, fill it with power steering fluid, and I'm gonna check once again, hopefully the final time, we're gonna check if this part leaks and double check if it leaks in the back. And if it doesn't, then we can officially close this front end up once and for all. I got Calvin cycling the rack. We have no leaking so far from the front, which when we did it, we had immediate leaking. And coming from the back bolt, which you guys can't really see, I apologize for that. Looks pretty good. And it's not whining anymore like it used to. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of top off the power steering fluid until we can get that full. Still need a little bit more here. I'm gonna keep going. Damn, this is the first time I've actually seen it hold consistent level in there. That's a good job. Granted, I spilled a lot and made a big mess, but that for the first time looks really good. Now with the power steering done, we can kind of move on to the next step of the day, which tomorrow we get our Novatech springs that we got for the car. Now what's cool about these springs is they're just replacements for the coilovers for the car. So from what I've kind of been able to find out online, and I guess we'll really find out today, I think we can remove these springs while they're on the car. If not, we'll have to remove the whole entire coilover assembly, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but we're trying to do this as easy as possible. So we're gonna get the car to the next following step as if we had the springs tomorrow, so we can kind of expedite that process. And like I said, Thursday is our do or die day. We're trying to get the car to Ferrari by Thursday. And then right now that considering our power steering is working and not leaking, the only thing stopping us is the alignment that we're gonna get ready for. So we're gonna go ahead and slowly try to take these springs out. Hopefully it's as easy as I think it is, but we'll find out. So good news, we were actually able to get this out pretty simple. By removing the bottom little control arm bolt, we're able to slip this out while it's still connected to the hydraulic line for the lift system. So now we're gonna put the spring compressor on the spring, compress it, loosen this top hat bolt, and then take off the spring. All right, with these springs compressed Mega Ultra, both these lock collars were super easy to do, which yesterday Calvin and I had a really difficult time doing. And now with that compressed, got a deep socket 17. I'm gonna blast this off, and this top hat should come off easy. Once we got towards the end, Calvin realized that we needed to use the monkey wrench and grip the shaft as we pull the bolt out. And now the top hat, shit, has successfully come out, and I just dumped everything on the floor. Good job, Tej. Oh. All right, that's the front left spring out. Now we're gonna do the right side. Oh God. Fronts are completely done. Now we're gonna do the rears. All right, so the rears are very, very, very easy. We have 2 bolts at the top, we have 1 on the lower control arm, and then it's simple. The whole thing just comes out, and then we just gotta do the spring process.
And it's done. Super easy. What did I tell you about how easy Ferraris are to work on?
We have all the bolts off.
Just like that. 10 seconds later.
Yeah.
Literally 10 seconds
I didn't
later.
film it, but it was literally 10 seconds. This side mount suspension design is on the front and the rear, and it literally makes this job so easy. And if you, like, for example, if you had like the Supra, the BRZ, normally on a coupe car, the top hat bolts are like, you have to take apart the whole entire trunk, take all the fender liners off, and like reach all the way in the end and take off the top bolts, which is a pain. And with this top hat, it's just 2 bolts and it comes out right on the side. Super easy. I love that.
Oh, it's so cool. It's so cool. It's the easiest car I've ever worked on besides the beers.
You don't have to like jump on the hub or anything like that. It just like simply falls out. So now we're gonna do the spring compressor on this, take the spring off, and in 2 seconds we're done. Just like that, all 4 springs are out. We already did this side, so boom, we're ready for the new springs. We are at a stopping point for today, which is all good progress. Power steering line is fixed up. It is not leaking. I just double checked everything, so we are good on that, which is great news. And we have all of the springs out, so I just put the struts back in, just sitting. So tomorrow, assuming the springs get here on time, we can just slip all of those on, which would take literally 15 minutes a strut, put it down, get our height dialed, button up the front, and this thing is gonna make its appointment for Ferrari coming up on this Thursday. I know today's video is a little bit shorter, but you know, for once, things happened exactly how we were hoping. So I'm gonna wrap things up here. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and big thank you for how much you guys are watching the series. Like, there's been so many people watching and a lot of new viewers. So if you're new here, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, and keep moving forward.
As much as this is a good thing, we're gonna change it out. Here we have the new Tom's tail light. This is essentially Miley's new booty cheek. Let's go install it.